Hey guys, it's back with JohnyTechReview and I hope you guys are all doing well. So a few months ago, a company called Macland sent out for me a new keyboard. I have reviewed other keyboard from them, so this is another keyboard that they sent out for me to check it out and review. This is an Alex layout keyboard, so I have reviewed some of these before from a different company, Facker. But this one is from a company called CIDOO and the model number is V68. It's a really heavy keyboard. This one come in roughly about a little bit more than 4.5 pounds, like 1.89 kilo was the number. So I did translation of that. But here you can see the keyboard itself is really thick, heavy, made out of metal. Up top here you have some port. You have the on-off switch here, which allow you to switch between 3 different modes. That is Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz dongle, or regular USB-C. It also uses USB-C to charge the internal battery, which I believe was 4000 milliamp. I'll put the right information on the screen. And the dongle is right here in case you want to use the 2.4 GHz dongle. Hey guys, I'm interrupting this segment to tell you about our video sponsor today, Relax Massage Chairs. They have a few different versions ranging from the budget FS01 all the way to the PS6500 for high-end version. The PS6500 has 27 different massage modes and 13 different massage techniques such as Shiatsu, Tai Chi, Yoga, Balinese, and Thai stretching. The long SL track can automatically detect your shoulder height similar to my current machine. Along with the typical airbag, they also have the calf and foot airbag for massaging your feet and heating for your waist. The 0G gravity mode is really comfortable to relax after a long day of work. The control is intuitive via built-in quick physical function, along with a user-friendly touch interface for more advanced option. There is also built-in Bluetooth speaker that can play different white noises, or you can connect to your mobile device to it. The more budget FS1 version has less massage functionality, but retain Bluetooth connectivity and touch screen interface. If you guys are interested, please take a look at the link in the description box down below, and thank you to Real Massage Chair for sponsoring this video. So, what makes this keyboard, I would say, unique is the two things. Number one, the design of it. This is all metal. It's very heavy. Well, the key itself is not metal, but everything else about this keyboard is metal, and it's really heavy. The other feature that this keyboard is launching with is VIA firmware. So what that means is an open source firmware, and what that means is allow you to do a lot of reprogramming, do macro, those type of things. So for my use case, I have one very specific use case that I use it for a lot. I remap one of the key to basically do a macro, and this macro allows me to quickly type in a password that I use very often. Again, for a very specific application, but I hate typing this password because it's complex and I always type it in wrong. So I like just saving some time, but that's one very simple use case, but there's many other use cases. So like I say, the keyboard itself, first of all, just regarding this layout, you just have to like or not like this layout. In my experience, as far as productivity and also gaming, I don't like this layout. It's a great layout for ergonomic, but the problem with this layout for me is that it's missing the function key up top. So if you're looking for function key and you need dedicated function key, it doesn't have it. Yes, you can hold out a function button here and then press the number to replicate the function key, but it doesn't come built-in. The other thing that I don't like about this layout is that it's missing a few essential, what is those things called, function key, like the page up, the delete button, which I use a lot, so those are somewhat of an issue for me. But anyone who buys the Alex layout keyboard knows that. This is basically standard, right? But other than that, it's a great keyboard. I would say for my testing, I use this keyboard, I would say 99% for work. So that's, 8-9 hours a day. For the past 2 months or so, on and off, right? The first thing I did was reprogram that one key, like I mentioned, that I don't use for the password. But then there's some other cool functionality like the loader screen here. The loader screen here can display dates and a few other information, and you can also download the app to change it to a GIF, which is what I did. It's kind of fun. The GIF, you can load the GIF up. It takes a few, I would say, up to 30 seconds a minute, depends on how big your GIF is. And it will load here in the screen and it will show that, and you can toggle between that and go back and forth. Okay guys, I just want to show you guys the software that is included. So the first software is just Image 2. This software, there's really not a lot to talk about. It's a really simple tool. It's kind of primitive. The spelling error here, as you can see. But with this software, you can load in the animation, JPEG, etc., and that will upload to the device. Here you see you can make some edit and change, but it's really basic, not much to do here. That's this whole software. If we flip over to the VIA software, this is a standard software that you can download from the VIA website. You do need to go to the CIDOO website to find the layout for your specific keyboard, because this VIA software will load really any layout for any VIA supported keyboard. So you can get the standard VIA software, then you can get the CIDOO specific layout, and when you load that in, you have this, and then with this you can do configuration, make changes here as any other VIA keyboard. So of course you can do macro, you can do a lot of cool things here, and of course you can save the layout for the future. You can also make adjustment to the lighting under the setting here, custom setting as an example. You can change the setting, but yeah, I would say it's a generic software that has some specific functionality for this keyboard. This is where I set up the macro to be able to type in my password really quickly. The other thing that this keyboard has, of course, is RGB. It has full RGB functionality. However, the keycap themselves are not see-through, so therefore, the light just kind of leak at the bottom. It doesn't go through the key. Again, different type of keycap. You can of course change this if you want to, but that's kind of where it is. In terms of RGB functionality, the app can control it, but you can also control it from the function key here. The user menu will tell you that. You just basically hold out function and press this key here, which is the backslash key, and you can change the different color mode. And then of course the arrow key also control the brightness and also direction and other type of things. Again, if you like more light, maybe a different keyboard will do that, or maybe different keycap. But the configuration I got here is just gray color and slightly red. I really enjoy this, or orange or dark orange. I like this color and scheme. It comes with, I think, just one color. I don't see another options. You can also get the bare bone kit that has just bare bone stuff, and you can add your own. But this was come pre-built like this. So let's talk about sound. So sound is important. I'll let you guys hear your sound, and you can let me know. So, from my perspective, the sound is pretty soft and creamy. It's really good. It does bottom out, but to me, it sounds really good, and it's really quiet. For work, this is perfect. I have really good microphone, but even if on a bad microphone, it doesn't pick up the sound of the keyboard at all. So really good. The typing experience on this keyboard is also really good. I think it has a good actuation where it engaged like 80% into it, I would say. Bounce back really quickly. I found myself typing very accurately on this. Of course, when I switch from a traditional layout to a split layout, it does take a day or so to get used to, so that I don't mistype the key, because you retrain your finger to type in the right place. But once you get that, you're good to go. Finally, let's talk battery life. 4000 milliamp, easily go 2 to 3 weeks with no recharging. If you leave the light on all the time, gonna last you 2 days top. If it's on reactive, a little bit longer than that. But for my application, the light's on reactive. I go about a week or so. So that's pretty good. More or less, if you need this to be wireless, the Bluetooth has no issues. The 2.4 has no issues. Not much latency. I don't even see the difference between the two. It's just nice to be able to put the dongle into a different machine and have Bluetooth on a laptop where you can switch between the keyboard if you need to. If you're looking for a VIA firmware type of keyboard, around $100 or so, there's really not that many options actually. There are some that are cheaper, but build quality is different. So if you're seeking for build quality, and if you're seeking for something with a VIA firmware, this is nice. However, I would say the deal breaker for many, including myself, if I had to buy my own money, the layout is not perfect for me. The split layout is fine again, just missing functionality key can be problematic. Again, you can reprogram them if you wanted to, but most people, I would say, want the function and also the number key. So if you have maybe a dedicated numpad on the side, whatever, and you want to do these as function, that's doable. The VIA mapping, of course, is permanent on the hardware, so that means when you do the mapping, it stay on the keyboard, and you can take this keyboard anywhere and it will have the same mapping. Other than that, nothing else to say. There's a volume knob and a mute knob. It's really nice to fidget with, but nothing special about it, just like many other keyboard. I just felt like this keyboard is really well built. It's fully aluminum, metal, whatever. Really heavy, and it's definitely really nice if you like this kind of keyboard. So again, thank you to Maclan for sending this unit out to review. If you guys enjoy this type of content, please leave a thumb up. If you have a question, please leave it in the comment box down below, and subscribe for more future content. Thank you.